Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Pablo, and welcome back to GG Sports. I'm bringing you guys another episode of the Cincinnati Bengals Madden 19 rebuild, and in this episode, we're going to be playing against the Cleveland Browns. But before we get started, we're going to take a look at their schedule, and I do want to remind you guys to leave a like on this video. I definitely appreciate any support that you guys give me, and subscribe if you're new. But the Cleveland Browns, getting back into the franchise now, the Cleveland Browns right now, they're 1-1 on the season, winning a game by a score of 38-24, and also losing a game by that same score. We're taking a look at their roster right now and who's leading them. Some of the main additions that they made on offense, obviously Chris Conley is the main one, and then on defense they did draft Greedy Williams. Andreas Greedy Williams, a cornerback for LSU, declared for the draft this year. Is going to be one of the better cover corners coming out. So him along with Denzel Ward is definitely a cornerback duo that we're not looking forward to playing twice a year in Cleveland. And then on the offensive side of the ball, they have that guy right there, the dangerous man, Baker Mayfield. Honestly, as a Bengals fan, I really can't stand this guy, but he's a hell of a QB. And you guys know there was some bad blood between the Browns and the Bengals last year when Hugh Jackson was fired and then took a job as a head coach's assistant in Cincinnati. Obviously didn't sit well with Baker Mayfield, had a lot to say, and definitely took a few subtle shots at Hugh and the Cincinnati Bengals. But we're going to get started into this game. That's going to be one of the main storylines we have. We have to get even. We lost both games versus the Browns last year, so this is personal. We really need to get back to our winning ways versus Cleveland, and we're off to an excellent start as Baker Mayfield makes a rare terrible throw. He doesn't make too many bad throws or bad reads, but he does make one there. Drake Kirkpatrick is the beneficiary of that. Does come down with the interception. As they got ball first, we get the takeaway and have a chance to put points on the board. We're going screenplay to Giovanni Bernard. As you guys know, Joe Mixon is out with a broken collarbone, and last week it was Mark Walton who really came onto the scene with a 2-touchdown performance. But we do start Giovanni Bernard in this game, but a terrible pass by Andy Dalton is going to be intercepted by Andreas Greedy Williams, the cornerback that I just told you guys about. We're really not looking forward to that, but the second interception thrown by Baker Mayfield will come on the next drive, and it will be intercepted and brought back for 6 as well. And a 14-yard pick 6 for Vontaze Burfict as he hits the dance right there. And that really is just a sight for sore eyes to see Vontaze Burfict making plays like this. It feels like the last time you saw him catch an interception was in that faithful Steelers game that a lot of Bengals fans may remember. But anyway, that interception by Greedy Williams, just a side note, that was my mistake. I pressed the wrong button on that throw, so I'm not really going to hold that against Andy Dalton because he had John Ross wide open. I literally pressed the wrong button. That's my mistake. But we do still have the lead 6-0 as Vontaze scored the defensive touchdown for us. But as you guys may have concluded, Randy Bullock did miss the extra point. But Andy Dalton on 3rd down and 18 with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter is going to throw his second interception. So really sloppy play by both of these quarterbacks to get the game started. So defenses are really standing tall right now. As our defense scored, their defense has taken away the ball 2 times. So 3rd down and goal, Baker Mayfield is going to almost be intercepted by Sean Williams that time. And he's off to a really bad start, 2 for 8 with 2 interceptions as they settle for 3 on that drive. And the Bengals have a chance to increase their lead as they get the ball back and get the first down from Giovanni Bernard. And then they're going to fire a bullet into Tyler Boyd, who picks up a new set of downs on 2nd down and 5. And later in the drive, on 3rd and 7, we fire another one to Tyler Boyd, and the second 3rd down conversion we're looking for on this drive will be deflected by the defense. They're going to bring down Andy Dalton for a sack. That will be a nice loss for them. And we're going to feel a little froggy and attempt a 60-yard field goal, and it actually went in. I mean, I just got to give it up for Randy Bullock. I mean, I don't know why I even attempted a 60-yarder, but shout out to him for making it, and we increase our lead to 6, but they actually come down and score a field goal as well on their next drive. So now we're only leading by a score of 9-6. And in this game, it's been a lot of defense as there have been only 1 touchdown so far, and we're getting close to half, but make that 2 touchdowns before half as Giovanni Bernard rips off a huge 58-yard touchdown, adding the spin move in there, making sure he got to the end zone. Take another look, whoop, put him right in the spin cycle. And there he is, scoring the touchdown. We're leading by 10 points. We have a comfortable lead in this game, and we just have to play to win the game and not play not to lose, if that makes sense. Marvin Lewis had a really bad habit as head coach to play not to lose, and what I mean is play to protect the lead, not increase it. And that's one thing I want to see change with Zac Taylor. I want to see the Bengals really put their foots on the throats of their opponents when they have the lead. But Baker Mayfield is going to fire a bullet into Callaway, who brings them inside of the 3-yard line, and on first down and goal, it's going to be Nick Vigil who brings down Baker Mayfield for a sack, and that will pretty much stall out their drive and force them to settle for 3 before half. And we've held Baker Mayfield and the Browns to 3 field goals and only 16 rush yards. Our rush defense has really come to play today. Geno Atkins has a huge part to do with that. But like I said, we have to play and increase this lead and not just allow it to deteriorate and play very passive. But we do not score on our first drive to start the half, and they get the ball back trailing by 7. That pass is going to be deflected, and the next one will be dropped by Njoku. So a deflection and a drop is going to be the reason why the Bengals get the ball back, and we have a chance to increase our lead to 10 again. But third down and inches, we're going to be stopped. We're going to try another long field goal, but this will be blocked by number 41 for the Browns. So we will settle for 0 points. We probably should have just went for it from that point of the field, but we wanted to try and get some points. Like I said, we were feeling a little bit froggy because Randy Bullock made a 60-yarder earlier in that game. But the Browns are taking full advantage of the good field position, and they are facing third down and goal from the 3. Baker Mayfield fires one into the end zone, but it will be deflected by William Jackson. I have to say that would be his second or third of the day. So he's playing pretty well on Jarvis Landry and any wide receiver that we actually put in front of him. But they do settle for 3 once again. So some really good goal line stands in this game by our defense. So that is better than what we've seen so far this season. So kudos to the defense, playing good pass defense and good rush defense as well in this game. But our offense just has to be able to put more points on the board, as they only have 1 touchdown and the defense scored the other. Randy Bullock is a busy man, but he will miss this field goal and miss the opportunity to push our lead back up to 7. So we stick with a 4-point lead. That one was not acceptable. That was not from far out at all, but he missed that one. I don't understand how he can make a 60 but miss something like that. But stay tuned for more news on Randy Bullock and what we decide to do with him. But here is Chris Conley breaking a total of 4 Bengals tackles before running into the end zone. And I do want to say this, as they take the lead in this game on a 59-yard touchdown after breaking 4 tackles. After this game, I did go ahead and adjust the sliders. I know there have been a lot of broken tackles in this series so far. I mean, look at this right here. Obviously needs some adjusting, so I did adjust it after this game. But going back to this game now, just wanted to throw that note in there. We're facing third down and 13. AJ Green will come down with the possession catch and getting us closer to midfield as we hit the 46, and a great rush by Giovanni Bernard. We're marching back, trying to tie the game or take the lead. We're faced with another third down, and here is Tyler Boyd breaking 3 tackles, hurdling the last before he loses his balance out of bounds. First down and goal. Andy Dalton is going to be sacked again, and this offensive line just cannot get it together. But third down and goal, Andy Dalton is shrugging off a tackle in the pocket before he will be brought down for yet another sack. So we constantly see Andy Dalton under pressure, under fire, under duress, you name it, in the pocket. So our offensive line, that project is still very much a project, as we have to worry about losing this game as Chris Conley breaks off another tackle, and they're threatening inside a field goal range to take the lead with under 2 minutes to go in this game. And with 59 seconds left, they're going to knock through the field goal attempt and take a 3-point lead, 22-19. So it's been quite the comeback for the Browns as CJ Uzomah drops this pass, and now it's up to the Bengals to come down and tie the game and take it to overtime, where they've been successful this season, or try to win the game with a touchdown, but we have 20 seconds to do so. First down and 10. Andy is going deep to John Ross, and it looks like it was deflected by the cornerback there. Second down and 10 with 15 seconds to go. 0 timeouts. Myles Garrett beats Cody Ford and brings down Andy Dalton, and now we are resorting to a final play Hail Mary, and we lose this game. And I have to put this one on Andy Dalton. We could not move the ball. This team is really struggling without Joe Mixon, because if you watch the Bengals and you know Andy Dalton, he's very good when there's a play action threat, when there's a threat of the run game and he has time to pass. Not really the case in this game. Baker Mayfield didn't play well. The offense of the Browns didn't really play well. Our defense played well, but our offense did not get the job done. I'm not at the point where I'm considering benching Andy Dalton, but something has really got to change with this offense. We're really missing Joe Mixon. But I hope to see you guys in the next episode. The Bengals fall to 1-1. We have a very good chance to get back on track versus the Dolphins next week. They're 1-2. We're 1-2, but that will be on the road, just like our loss this week. But we're currently winless versus Baker Mayfield, so we have to wait until the next matchup toward the end of the season to change that. We do play the Dolphins next week. I hope to see you guys in that matchup, and then after that I'll be recapping some of the different things that are going on around the league in the next episode, because we will be going into the bye. So depending on what happens in that game versus the Dolphins, we may be making some changes during the bye week. So stay tuned for that episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Peace.